Hot
Fucked
mess.
up, man. I was like, oh, and yeah. So the piston rod broke. It went and like, of course, it broke off from the piston and it shot through the side of the engine block, and the piston itself shot up to the top of the cylinder and knocked the spark plug out.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
Guys, so do you have any final thoughts? We talked about comedy, we talked about sports, we talked about vehicles. I do want to say, I recently watched Mike Epps' new comedy special, and it was funny. It's funny. I didn't finish it.
Last comedy thing I watched him in, he wasn't all that funny, or maybe
Right. I think he does better in movies than he does in his stand-up.
I agree, but I'm enjoying this one. I think it's called something like There's Only One Mike.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Also on Netflix, the Dion Cole one is hilarious.
Dion Cole's awesome. I saw him live. He's hilarious as hell.
Tamarine, I enjoyed that by Chris Rock, and there's one by D-Ray on Netflix too that I like that I was watching.
Oh, the D-Ray one. Okay, I gotta check that one out too. I saw the previews for the D-Ray one. Yeah. All right, final thoughts though. I mean, wintertime is here, so go ahead and winterize your vehicle. Make sure you make the maintenance.
I'm trying to get it ready for the next car show because there's a Detroit Auto Show. If they intend on still having that, I can actually possibly get a spot reserved for my vehicle.
That'd be what's up.
And then there is Autorama, which is just as big. I want to try to get a spot reserved for that because I missed the last 3 years.
Where are those?
Oh, they're in Detroit.
In the Motor City.
Yeah, the Detroit International Auto Show. You know, it's funny with that show. It's unlike any other car show because all those cars are dirty. So you have all these new production cars that got handprints all over them because people want to touch them and look inside and everything. But if you go to any other like actual car show, they don't let you touch the cars.
How do you feel about them being dirty?
I mean, I just find it weird that manufacturers will be like, here's our 2022 Mercedes bi-turbo, whatever, and people are just pawing it. Ooh, look at this, look at that, and they're getting it all in and everything.
I wouldn't even want the car models to sit on the car and take a picture. Like, stand next to it, don't touch it.
Yeah.
At all.
Don't touch it. I know, like when the C7 Z06 Corvette came out, it was at the auto show. And people were standing next to it, taking pictures, touching it, getting in it, sitting inside of it. At the Detroit Auto Show, it's like it's open season on those cars.
Same thing happens in Pittsburgh.
It's weird, but
I enjoyed the car show.
Like custom cars that actually have reserved spots, we get to guard those cars, so nobody's gonna be touching my car.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Are your twins really like into cars as well?
They used to be, but now they're kind of like branching off into their own thing. Like Samuel wants to be a YouTuber. I was actually
a lot of the young kids do.
Yeah, he's smart too, so it's like he knows so much when it comes to like these newer online kids games, and he wanted to do like what was it? Not Roblox. He wanted to do like Minecraft tutorials and stuff like that. But COVID happened, so I wasn't able to find time to set up his little, workstation or whatever, so he could do that. Because it's like when COVID hit, it hurt my pocket pretty bad. So I have to kind of re-up so I can help him start his YouTube career.
Here we go.
What all does he need?
He just needs a good performance computer and a webcam. That's pretty much it.
Or he can do it on a phone as well.
But also he needs the Xbox repair because they drop water on it.
Drop water on it?
Yeah, because
Sounds like to me you'll be playing board games and puzzles from now on. Drop the water on the Xbox.
Brandon, you ain't tough. You would have got that Xbox.
No, I wouldn't have. Oh, no, I wouldn't have. I've had the kids break stuff and be like, oh, well, that's for real, man. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but anyway,
You'd have
play my game.
It's like
you'd have tough that.
He had a cup of water sitting on the stand where the TV was at, right? The Xbox is
Yeah.
right under that.
Mm.
So
No.
that's kind of how that happened.
I'd be like, no.
I know they feelings are hurt. Do they want the PS5?
No, I want the PS5. So I need to find me a cougar that's gonna get me one.
Oh, I'm sure they're out there. Somewhere.
Nah, yeah, I definitely want to get a PS5 because there's some good titles that's supposed to come out. And I haven't played any good video games in a very, very long time.
The last one I got hooked on was Batman, the Arkham series. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. The game that I'm looking forward to playing is called Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
What is that? Just a shooting game?
No, it's I like games that have stories.
Okay.
And some element of actual immersion. So what this is about, it's a dystopian future, which is very, very far off in the future. It's supposed to be like 4,000 years from now or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was, the original setting was 2067, and technology has gotten to the point to where people have introduced automation on a whole stupid big level to where it's like machines make everyone's lives easier. You know what I mean? And also, they use machines for war. Now, the artificial intelligence got so big that the machine started to turn on the humans. So basically, it's a story where humanity don't survive. You know what I mean? How often do you see a story, like whether it be a movie or whatever, where humanity has some hope to get past the mistake they made? In this game, that doesn't happen. Everybody dies. But what does happen is there's a scientist that preserved all the DNA artifacts of everything living in creation, and including humans, to where life might have a chance to start over. So that's kind of what happens. And with the main character of the game, she carries a remnant of the DNA of that scientist. And the main character makes it so the people of that era or generation has a chance to continue to survive, because what happens is these machines that kind of went crazy because they just got too smart for their own good and killed all life on the planet, they started to rise again because they sensed that life kept going. So yeah, I guess the turning point is she pretty much unlocked the secrets of the ancient past. Go figure. Okay. 2067 is the ancient past. So she unlocks the secrets to be able to figure out how to control and defeat these machines. And with the sequel of the game, there's still more to the story, because there are some antagonists that still want to wield that kind of power that the machines have. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I explained that all well enough, but that's kind of the storyline with that particular game.
That's interesting.
And the way the story unfolds is really interesting, because the people in that time, I think, if you could put a calendar date on it, it's probably like the year 4083 or whatever. But everybody is living in a primitive lifestyle, bows and arrows and whatnot. And you still have like plants and animals and stuff like that, but there are also machines roaming around that look like prehistoric creatures. So they're kind of part of the ecosystem too.
Machines run around prehistoric creatures like what, Power Rangers?
No. Not like Power Rangers. But it's kind of like, I don't know, there's nothing I can really compare that game to. And that's what I like about it, because it's actually unique. to a significant degree. So I mean, if you look it up on YouTube, the trailer for you can actually, you YouTubers, gamers, they'll like record an entire gameplay and edit it and post it up as a movie.
Yeah, I know. I watch the kids like watching other people. I don't get it. The kids like watching other people play a game.
Uh-huh.
I mean, unless you're trying to figure out like how to get past a certain part, then it's just weird.
Adults like watching gameplay. I used to work with a guy. He used to be a serious gamer, but then he retired from games because he's just too busy for them. So he would rather just watch someone else do the playthrough.
No, I don't want to. I want to play the game. I don't want to watch
other
people play the game. What?
Right. I mean, because there's a certain level of gratification you get from actually playing the game.
Yeah.
I wonder, is it like a lot like watching somebody sing? Like I'm a singer and I watch other people sing.
But you want to participate, right?
I do.
Yeah, so I guess you could say it's kind of like that. But for me, I would much rather play the game because it's like I'm such a visual person that for me it's like it's not the same as experiencing the real upfront graphics and the rich visual quality, in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
I've never been like a gamer, but I enjoy games. Like I like old school stuff. I like playing Pac-Man and Sonic and all the stuff I grew up on. I remember my first boyfriend bought me the little joystick, and it would connect to my TV so I could just play in my bedroom.
Okay.
I still have it.
Yeah, one of them all-in-ones. Okay.
Yeah, it had like 4 games on it. You put batteries in it. I still have it. I never threw it away. But like I enjoy playing those old school type games from the past.
Those old school games, they still hold water. I mean, they're still real good.
Oh yeah. I still play the 64.
Difficult compared to modern games. Very difficult. I was watching this YouTube channel, and I guess they challenge Zoomers to play like games like Contra.
They can't.
They can't. They just don't have the hand-eye coordination.
They can't do it.
They were like, "Oh, you're old. We can beat these games no problem." They get stuck on the level of Contra for a freaking hour and a half.
You would think they could.
Right, and they think they would, and then you play them and they get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Quick. I've done that. They're like, all right, this game is 25 years old. Let's play. Oh, I got this. And then
it was like,
I love that my brother is 9. I love that my brother's 9 and we can play like Mortal Kombat together. Like that was fun. Like so me and both of my brothers would have had one day where we got to play together and like as kids, me and he's now the middle brother. We used to play it. Then now to be like adults and now we're playing with our youngest brother is pretty cool how that worked.
Yeah, like my kids are good at games. They're actually better than me at some games, and I'm like, yeah, I trained them good.
But see, hold on. At the same time, you know that if you took a week and sat down and played that game, you probably whooped their ass at that game at the end of that week. Exactly.
Yeah, like when I played them in Mortal Kombat, I mean, they wiped the floor with me, and I was like, if I actually concentrate, I could get my old skills.
If you sat down for a week with this game,
they simply wiped it for me. But what I like most about playing video games, like I said, I like games that have actual deep, rich storylines. To me, it's like playing a movie. You know what I mean? You got control over the main character. You take all these twists and turns that last over 2 hours, or because your typical real good movie might be an hour and a half, 2 hours. A game will last you a good month or so if it's good.
Yeah, and that's why I like Batman Arkham series, man.
Right.
Good.
I don't plan to play the PS5, but I did see that black Spider-Man that game, and that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I will be getting that because I have been playing the past couple of Spider-Man games, and they were actually quite good. The mechanics were good.
That being a lot of fun.
The graphics were great. the story was pretty cool. One thing I don't like in video games is social and identity politics. I think it ruins everything because the significance of the story takes a back seat because the game becomes preachy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I see that. Well, we got 2 minutes. Final thoughts.
Don't be a Nate Robinson. No.
I do have a question though before we go. How do you think he could get his rep back? Can he get his rep back?
No.
How do you think he should proceed?
I don't think it'll
Go
mess with his
sit
rep.
his ass down somewhere.
I think he'll just be clowned for a while because he's not a boxer and everyone knows it.
Right. He's a basketball
I
player.
don't think anyone is gonna really dig into him for like the rest of his life. I can see if he was a boxer starting out and he got just destroyed.
Yeah, I think I don't think he'll ever have another boxing match.
Oh no.
I think he's done on that.
Yeah. Because you can play basketball, but you can't play boxing.
No,
Boxing is not a sport that you play.
Can he play basketball again?
Well, he was retired, isn't he?
Huh?
Isn't he retired
I don't know.
from basketball? Because he played 11 seasons.
I don't know anything about him.
I mean, the fact that he was a professional athlete is kind of a disappointment because usually athletes, if you have a certain level of calisthenics, you should be able to, have some sort of aptitude for even combat sports. I mean, because who was the football player who actually went into UFC and did well?
I don't know.
I
Nate Robinson retired in 2018.
I can't remember. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. It's bothering me now.
All right, Cheryl, what's your final thoughts while he looks it up?
My final thoughts is go check out some of those comedy shows that we talked about. And Mike Tyson is like the scariest man alive. And I'm enjoying his interviews and listening to the older, wiser him because it's still scary, but it's like with knowledge at the end of it. Like it's weird.
Yeah, right.
It's like I'm a common man, but don't piss me off.
Right,
yeah,
like,
right.
I still eat children, just without hot sauce.
Exactly. Did you find out who it is, Shane?
Huh?
You find out what you were looking for?
I'm still looking. I found out that there were actually 5 NFL players that went into mixed martial arts. But the main one that I'm looking for was in
O.J.
his
Simpson.
and he went into MMA and he did well. He got 5 victories first time out.
Well, if you find it, post it in the comments. Anybody that happens to be
Speaking of that, everybody else, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
What they
All
say.
right, we got Shane, you got any final thoughts? Is that it?
My final thoughts, no, actually, I have a thought from our last podcast. We were talking about modern day R&B artists and where are they? I'm still looking for them.
There we go. There's an assignment.
Assignment, guys. We gotta find them.
Yeah,
All right.
who's out there, help us out. Look. We need to find somebody that doesn't use auto-tune who is doing modern day R&B.
Like real R&B, not trap and B, like real R&B.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that worked. So y'all post those pictures of your favorite cars underneath in the comment section. I'll be excited to see them.
I will.
All right, we got Shane. We got B Mike.
Yep.
And I'm Sherelle Unique. See y'all later. We out.